Noel, absolutely brilliant to welcome you here today to Football Fun Factory HQ for your onboarding day in preparation of you launching the FFF in Northern Ireland. What I want to know to start with is, where did your passion for football come from?
Passion for football basically came from local football to start with. So as a kid, going down to the local playing fields, watching the older men from the estate and stuff playing their matches.
Brilliant.
And just wanting to be that level of footballer to start with. And then going to the local football match, the local team, Derry City. Yeah, just basically getting the bug hit me hard. And then Liverpool took over.
So when did you start playing? Obviously went to see the older guys playing, that gave you the sort of thought, I wanted to go and do that. So when did you start actually playing the game?
The youth football back home, the earliest age was under 11.
Okay.
So you couldn't play football until then,
Yeah.
unless you were in the school. So it was just basically school football from the age of 5, 6. You know, you get a few games against other schools and stuff like that. But yeah, probably was around about 11, 12 years of age before I was connected to a team and started to play sort of on a weekly basis in the local youth league.
I remember, still remember now, playing for my primary school team. There was always so much anticipation when you had a game and it was coming up, representing the school. Was that the same feelings for you? Was it huge excitement knowing you had a school? Yeah.
Absolutely massive. Because it's a small village from outside the town that I live in, and you're going into the big city to play against all these other schools, and we only had one class of maybe just about 11 boys in it. That was your FA Cup final.
It pains me to say that you're a Liverpool fan. Obviously a hugely successful time when you were growing up in Liverpool's history. Who were the heroes for you back then?
Main one for me, John Barnes.
Yeah.
John Barnes, just an exceptional footballer. Liverpool itself, probably because of the connection to so many Irish people played on it back then. Ronnie Whelan and stuff like that there. And it was just, yeah, they were just amazing to watch. You know, they sort of played football as if there wasn't a care in the world, and you know, it was like if you scored 2, we'll score 3 sort of mentality.
Yeah. Back then there wasn't as much football on the telly. Was it a case of going over to Anfield, seeing the games? Was it watching videos of the players? How did you get real sort of access to seeing them play?
Match of the day.
Match of the day.
Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky enough as well, back home, the Irish television, they selected one match every week. So you got to see a 3 o'clock kickoff, but it could have been anybody. But bar that, yeah, then just your FA Cup games, and that was the real time when you got to sort of watch them.
Yeah.
The cup final day was just the be all and end all.
You say you sort of played sporadically in primary schools, then football started at under 11. What was that first team that you played for?
First team that I played for was a team called Murfield. There was, they played in the Derry district, just a local youth league. The club itself doesn't exist anymore. The level of footballers that they had then was, you know, the number of them that got across the big teams in England and stuff like that in Scotland.
Yeah.
Like there was a number of players through the age groups that they did well, you know, and then a lot of them, if they didn't so much make it in England, they came back and had great careers in the Irish League as well. It was amazing, just great memories, and just the enjoyment was unbelievable.
And in those teenage years, was the ambition to become a professional footballer? Was that in your mind, playing in that grassroots team?
It was to a point. Initially, I just loved playing football.
Brilliant.
And I still did. I was lucky enough that I did get across the water to experience a level with Peterborough United, just through like the YPS and stuff like that. I reached that side of it to be able to play in full-time football in England. So things didn't work out, and I went back home, played a bit here and there back home, but to be perfectly honest, it was the main thing for me was actually going back and starting to play them in the local side with the friends that I was playing with.
Brilliant,
when I
that's
left,
fantastic.
you know, so.
I think we're of a similar age. I'm probably a little bit older, but look it, that's for sure. But the YTS, I went through a similar thing. What was that experience like? I know that it was incredible to play football every day, but there was a lot of jobs that went with that as well. What was your experience of that like?
Yeah, so it was tough. You know, like, I don't know, I just hear through interviews, youth players now don't basically do anything. They go and train like a first team player, but yeah, did everything from cleaning changing rooms, cleaning football boots. You know, you had to maybe collect the towels at the end of the day, take them to the laundry. You know, you basically had a job on top of after your day's training. Through schoolboy, going over and back, like I seen the world playing at that. I was lucky enough, and it was just a great experience. Was able to say that I've played with and played against players that played at the highest level.
It sounds like a brilliant journey, obviously what you've done so far in a playing sense. And then where did the coaching come from? Is it something you always thought that you do? Did it get sprung upon you? Where did this passion for coaching come from?
Just always had it.
Yeah.
Always had it. Just loved the whole coaching side of things, youth work, just down to the fact that you can improve a kid and have their mentality that they grow in something that they love. So the coaching side for me, I was never, still don't have any aspirations to become a top manager or a top coach or anything like that. Just don't have that. I just love the whole development side of coaching.
And I think that links in incredibly well to the football fun fact. Where did you first see it? Where did you have an awareness of it? And what were the steps you took to act upon that?
This is a funny one. I heard about the football fun factory. I was watching a podcast you were on.
Oh really? Under the cosh,
and they asked you at the end basically what you were up to and stuff like that there, and you had mentioned Football Fun Factory.
Yeah.
So as soon as that was finished, I went online, and it was always something I was sort of interested in and looking out for.
Yeah.
And it basically ticked all the boxes for me. You know, this is something that I would love to be part of.
And when you sort of first saw it, sort of went on the website, saw what it was all about, did you immediately think, I'm going to do this, or was there a long process of sort of making for what is a big decision to come on board?
I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of when, sort of putting everything in place and going through what was achievable and what wasn't achievable. I was going to come here at some stage. It was just a matter of when.
Kiefer is our master franchisee in Northern Ireland. What was that process with him like, and what did that look like?
It was, everything's been so smooth. You know, any questions that I have, it's a matter of putting it in WhatsApp or sending an email or something like that there, and there's a reply in no time at all. Any sort of things that I was thinking, you know, should I take the leap? Kiefer was there to answer everything for me. And if he didn't have the answers, he got the answers for me. And just the fact as well, it was such an easy process.
I love that. And we're having a chat earlier, and everyone here today on the onboarding day's got so much passion for football coaching, but also what really sprung out from you when we were talking at the start is your passion for your local community in Derry. Can you tell us a little bit more of what the city, what the people are going to have to look forward to when the Football Fun Factory launches there in, well, not very long at all now?
The main thing is just inclusion. It's massive, the fact that it's going to be open to everybody. You know, nobody's going to be ruled out in your ability. If you're the best in the Derry, or if you've just a love for football, the door's going to be open for everybody. And I think that's massive for Derry itself, because there's 1,000,001 Derry's football mad.
Yeah.
So it is absolutely football crazy, and it's just, there's so many people that I feel just through the years of being there that might be, they get to play to a certain time, and then it's like the elite.
Yeah, I get that.
So for me then it's like, the love of football, they should be still coming and making memories, making friendships, everything that goes along that. So the thing is that nobody will be turned away, that's for sure.
That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Noel. We're absolutely delighted to have you on board and can't wait for the launch of your Football Fun Factory community in Derry.